What if playing fair is exactly why you keep losing? What if the rules you follow are not the rules others are playing by? Because here's a truth most people don't want to accept. The world is not always fair, and the people who rise to power understand that. Machiavelli didn't teach people to be good. He taught them to be effective. And today, we're breaking down his darkest power lessons, the ones that reveal how power is really gained, protected, and used. But once you understand these, you'll start seeing the game behind every interaction. From childhood, we are taught a simple idea: be honest, be fair, play by the rules. And while these values sound noble, they don't always reflect reality. Machiavelli studied rulers, leaders, and power structures, and he noticed something unsettling. The people who succeed are not always the most moral. They are often the most strategic. Because power doesn't operate on ideals. It operates on human behavior. Fear, desire, ambition, self-interest. And if you ignore these forces, you become vulnerable to them. Let's explore Machiavelli's darkest lessons and the psychology behind them. Section 1. Fairness is not a universal rule. Most people assume that if they act fairly, others will do the same. But human behavior doesn't work that way. People act based on incentives, not ideals. If someone benefits from being unfair, they may choose that path. Machiavelli understood that expecting fairness from everyone is not wisdom, it's naivety. The dangerously smart individual doesn't abandon fairness completely, but they don't depend on it either. They observe reality, and they adapt accordingly. Section 2. Perception matters more than reality. One of Machiavelli's most powerful insights was this: people judge based on appearances, not truth. This means that how you are perceived can influence opportunities, trust, and authority. A confident person may be seen as competent, even if they aren't, while a capable person who appears uncertain may be overlooked. This is why controlling perception is a form of power, because in many situations, perception becomes reality. Section 3. Trust. Carefully, not blindly. Trust is important, but blind trust can be dangerous. Machiavelli observed that alliances often shift when interests change. People may support you until supporting you no longer benefits them. This doesn't mean becoming paranoid. It means becoming aware, understanding that loyalty is often influenced by circumstances, not just intention. And the more you understand this, the less likely you are to be caught off guard. Section 4. Fear is a more reliable force than affection. Machiavelli made one of his most controversial statements: it is safer to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. Why? Because love is emotional and unstable. It can change quickly. But fear is consistent. It is based on consequences. Now, this doesn't mean becoming cruel. It means establishing clear boundaries and consequences. Because when people know there are limits, they behave differently. Section 5. Hide your vulnerabilities. Every person has weaknesses, emotional triggers, fears, insecurities, but revealing them too openly can create risk. Because not everyone will protect your vulnerability. Some may use it. Machiavelli believed that protecting your weaknesses is part of strategic thinking. This doesn't mean being dishonest. It means being selective about what you reveal, because information about you is power over you. Section 6. Adaptability beats rigidity. The world changes, situations shift, people evolve, and those who cannot adapt struggle. Machiavelli emphasized flexibility, the ability to change strategy based on circumstances, because what works in one situation may fail in another. The dangerously smart person is not attached to one approach. They observe, they adjust, they evolve. Section 7, control your image, control the narrative. People will always form opinions about you. The question is, do you shape those opinions, or do you leave them to chance? Machiavelli understood that reputation is a powerful tool. A strong reputation can protect you, open doors, create opportunities, while a weak or unclear reputation can limit your influence, which means managing how you present yourself is not vanity, it's strategy. Section 8. Ruthlessness is about clarity, not cruelty. The word ruthless often carries a negative meaning, but in Machiavelli's philosophy, it has a different implication. It means being clear, decisive, unwilling to sabotage yourself out of hesitation. Sometimes, difficult decisions need to be made. Boundaries need to be enforced. Opportunities need to be taken, and hesitation can cost more than action. Ruthlessness in this sense is not about harming others. It's about not being controlled by fear, doubt, or indecision. Final psychological takeaway. Machiavelli's lessons are uncomfortable because they challenge idealism. They force us to confront the reality of human behavior. The world is not always fair. People are not always predictable. And power does not always reward good intentions. But understanding these truths doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you aware. And awareness allows you to navigate reality more effectively. Without illusion, without naivety. Because in the end, the people who win are not always the ones who play fair. They are the ones who understand how the game is really played.